Good day, everyone. I'd like to discuss today's topic, which is the journey to self-discovery. The quest to truly understand who we are, what we want, and what we are capable of. It's a path that is often long, sometimes winding, and not always easy, but it is always worth it. You see, we live in a world that is constantly asking us to fit into boxes. We are told what success looks like, what happiness should feel like, and what values we should uphold. We are bombarded with voices telling us who we should be, what we should have, and how we should live. But here's the truth. Only you can define who you are. The journey to self-discovery isn't about following someone else's script. It's about writing your own. The search for who we truly are. At some point in every person's life, there comes a moment of reckoning. You begin to question, who am I really? What do I want? Why am I here? It's an unsettling feeling, like standing at a crossroads, unsure which path to take. These moments can feel confusing, even overwhelming. But they are not to be feared. They are invitation. You are being invited to uncover a deeper, truer version of yourself, one that is not defined by external expectations or labels. In this process, you'll encounter parts of yourself you've forgotten, parts of yourself you've hidden away, and parts of yourself you've yet to discover. Self-discovery is not a single moment of clarity. It's a lifelong journey. There will be times when you feel like you've got it all figured out, and other times when everything seems uncertain. But each of these moments, whether of confidence or confusion, is part of the process. The power of self-reflection. The key to self-discovery lies in reflection. In a world filled with distractions, it's easy to forget to look inward. But self-discovery requires silence. It requires you to pause, step away from the noise, and ask yourself the hard questions. What do I truly value? What are my passions? What am I afraid of? Reflecting on these questions isn't always comfortable. In fact, it can be quite unsettling. But it is through discomfort that we often learn the most about ourselves. When we take the time to understand our fears, our desires, our strengths, and our weaknesses, we begin to see ourselves clearly. This clarity, though, takes time. It requires patience, persistence, and self-compassion. Embracing change and growth. Self-discovery is not a destination. It's an evolving process. As you grow, so too will your understanding of who you are. There will be times when your identity shifts, when you evolve into someone new, and that's okay. Growth is not linear, and the path is rarely straightforward. There will be periods of doubt and setbacks. You may encounter resistance, whether from others or from yourself. You might find yourself asking, who am I to do this? Who am I to take these risks? The answer is simple. You are the one who is brave enough to ask. Growth often requires you to step out of your comfort zone and challenge the beliefs and habits that have kept you stuck. It asks you to let go of old versions of yourself, identities you may have outgrown. This might mean stepping away from relationships, environments, or even careers that no longer serve your true potential. It can be painful, but it's also liberating. As you let go of the parts of you that are no longer aligned with your truth, you make space for new growth, new possibilities, and new versions of yourself to emerge. Overcoming fear on the journey. Along this journey of self-discovery, you will encounter fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of change. But what if I told you that fear is not something to avoid? What if I told you that fear is often a sign that you are on the right path? Fear arises when we step into the unfamiliar, when we venture beyond the boundaries of who we thought we were. And that's exactly where growth lies. To move forward, you must be willing to face fear head-on, not run from it. The more you face your fears, the more you will realize that they are not walls, but gateways. Fear will become less of an obstacle and more of a signpost, pointing you in the direction of your potential. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. It is the willingness to move forward despite it. Trusting yourself. One of the greatest challenges of self-discovery is learning to trust yourself. In a world full of advice, opinions, and external pressures, it's easy to forget that you already have the answers within you. Trusting yourself means listening to that inner voice, the one that knows what feels right, even when logic and reason say otherwise. Trust comes from practice. The more you listen to yourself, the more you follow your intuition, the stronger that trust becomes. It's a muscle that you must exercise. And when you begin to trust yourself, you'll realize that you are more capable than you ever imagined. The importance of patience. In today's world, we want everything to happen quickly. We want answers now. But self-discovery doesn't work on a timeline. It's a process that unfolds at its own pace, and you cannot rush it. The most important thing is not to pressure yourself into having everything figured out today, but rather to be present on the journey. Sometimes you'll make mistakes. Sometimes you'll take detours. And sometimes you'll stumble. But that's all part of it. Every misstep, every moment of uncertainty is an opportunity to learn more about yourself. Remember, you are not a finished product. You are a work in progress, and that's the beauty of it. The gift of self-discovery. As you continue on your journey, I want you to remember something very important. The greatest gift you can give to yourself and the world is the authentic version of you. When you live in alignment with who you truly are, when you embrace your unique strengths, passions, and dreams, you not only elevate your own life, but you inspire others to do the same. You become a beacon of light for those who may be struggling with their own self-discovery. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything figured out. But you do have to be you. There is no one else on this earth who can be the person you were born to be. And that is your greatest gift to the world. Final thoughts. So I leave you with this challenge. Embrace the journey. Don't rush through it. Don't shy away from it. Instead, lean into it with curiosity and trust. You have everything within you to find the answers you seek, to build the life you desire, and to become the person you are meant to be. Your journey to self-discovery may be long, but I promise you it will be worth every step. Keep going, keep growing, and above all, keep believing in yourself. You are already enough. Thank you.